In this video, I'm going to go over the worst neck pain relief exercises and what to do instead. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over the absolute worst neck exercises, ones that you should stop doing today. And we're going to offer some safe alternatives instead. To make it easy, I'm going to break it up into different neck motions. That is twisting motions, we're going to do bending motions, and then going up and down just like this to make it easy. All the exercises, they work just a little bit differently. So go through them all, use what works best for you. As a bonus, they can all be done at home, do not require any special equipment, and may give quick neck pain relief, even in as little as 30 seconds. So let's get started and fix that neck pain right now. Probably the worst and the scariest way to stretch your neck is by forcing a twisting motion like this. I'm sure you've seen somebody try to self-pop or crack their neck doing it that way. It's like a scene out of The Exorcist. It doesn't end well, so don't do it. Instead, what we need to focus on are two different exercises that you'll probably find work even better to give you pain relief, and they'll also strengthen the muscles too to hopefully prevent it in the future. So what we're going to do is start either standing or seated with very good upright posture. Have your neck in a neutral position. The first exercise is going to be an isometric one. That means we're going to engage the muscles, loosen and strengthen them without putting too much motion in there. So it's a very safe way to do it. What I'm going to do is take my hand and place it on the side of my head. The movement is very easy. We're going to try to look over one shoulder like this as much as we can, but we're going to resist against it with our hand. So when you go towards the right and do this, you're going to feel a lot of muscles fire in the neck. It feels pretty good. I try to hold this one comfortably for about 5 seconds. From there, I'm just going to relax, take a breather, and then repeat this 3 to 5 times. With each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. From there, I'm going to switch to the other side and repeat. But afterwards, see how the neck feels. If it feels pretty good, you're good to go, but you can throw in another set or two as needed. What I'm going to do next is the towel method, and this one feels really, really good. It really helps to support the neck while doing this motion and can really help build rotation in the neck very safely. So I'm going to take a medium-sized hand drying towel, roll it up, place it right at the base of the skull, kind of hook right in there. I'm just going to take the two ends, pull forward to hook over those muscles until it feels almost like a nice self-massage. The bottom of the skull, you're going to hit muscles called suboccipitals, which build a lot of tension, causing headaches. So let's focus on those first. With the two ends, I'm going to pull forward. One is going to stay locked, so it's not going to move. It's going to be an anchor point. The other one is going to go slightly up towards the ceiling, kind of like 45 degrees. When I do this, it kind of looks like I go through my eye. What I'm going to do is just keep pulling over towards the other side as much as I can, and you'll notice that my head starts to turn into rotation. I really, really like this one because you're going to get a nice self-massage. It's going to help support the neck and also safely put the neck into that twisting, turning rotation. Go over as far as you can comfortably. You want to hold this one for about 10 to 15 seconds. From there, you're going to relax, and then you can repeat this 3 to 5 times and build into it a little bit more with each repetition. Afterwards, I would switch to the other side and repeat. From there, what you can do is target different spots of the neck. So instead of going right at the base of the skull, lower it down just a little bit and then just repeat this process. You'll notice it hits the neck just a little bit differently. So you can experiment by going from the base of the skull all the way down to the base of the neck. If you feel like one certain spot, like let's say right here for me, just hits that tightness the best, I'm going to stop over that spot and throw more repetitions in. But it's a good way to build rotation safely into the neck, strengthen the muscles, and hopefully loosen everything up. So one of the worst stretches that I see for people that are dealing with pain on the side of the neck is when they just try to really crank their head suddenly towards the side, taking their ear to their shoulder, trying to open up that spot. Instead, let's focus on some safer alternatives that again will help strengthen and lengthen those muscles for some quick neck pain relief. The first, let's do that isometric exercise again because you might find that it really works very well, and this one helps prevent neck pain in the future. So I'm going to do this one standing. I find that these ones are a little bit easier to do standing, but you can do them seated. Have very good upright posture, neck in a neutral position. The hand is going to go on the side of the head again, but this time around what I'm going to do is try to take my ear towards my shoulder, and I'm going to resist against this movement. You'll find that the muscles get activated again on that side. I try to hold this one for 5 seconds. I'm just going to relax, and then I'm going to repeat this 5 times, and then just switch to the other side and repeat. Afterwards, if you feel like it feels pretty good, you are all set, but you can throw another set or 2 in as needed. What I'm going to do next is focus on a muscle that tends to cause a lot of that pain going up into the side of the neck, which is the upper trapezius. Kind of runs right here at the shoulder, goes up into the neck. So what I'm going to do with this one is allow my shoulder to do a lot of the work instead. Let's say I have a lot going on my right side. What I'm going to do is shrug that shoulder up towards my ear as much as I can, and now I'm going to take my ear towards the other side shoulder by just pulling on the head like this. Only go towards a comfortable stretch. Once you feel that, what we're going to do is take this one to the next level by then lowering our shoulder downward as much as we can, kind of like grabbing something off the floor with our hand. This feels really, really good. You'll feel a deep stretch in the side of the neck. Hold this one comfortably for 10 to 15 seconds. You're just going to relax and then repeat this one 3 to 5 times. And with each repetition, try to stretch into it just a little bit more. And then from there, switch to the other side and repeat. You can also focus on another muscle called the levator scap, which tends to cause a lot of muscle pain in the back right through here and also into the side of the neck. This one is called the armpit stiffer, and you're going to see here in just a second why it's called that. So again, very good upright posture. I'm going to turn my head in one direction to look over one shoulder. From there, I'm going to look downwards 45 degrees towards the floor, kind of like looking towards the armpit. You'll already start to feel a very deep stretch into the neck. This is how we're going to take it to the next level. Take your hand on the other side, hook the back of the head, and passively and gently pull your chin down towards the armpit until you feel a deep stretch in the back of the neck going towards the side. Hold this one for 15 to 20 seconds. You can relax. On the next repetition, try to stretch into it even more. I try to repeat that 3 to 5 times on both sides. So one of the worst neck extension stretches that I see people do is taking a fist, putting it right underneath the chin, and then just driving the head backward into extreme extension. So here's some safer alternatives. You can do these when standing or seated. Just have very good upright posture, neck in a neutral position. I'm going to start with an isometric exercise. So I'm going to take my hands, interlock the fingers like this, and then put them right on the back of the head. The movement is very simple. We're going to drive the head backward like this into extension, but we're going to resist against it with our hands. Hold this one comfortably for about 5 seconds. I feel a lot of muscles in the back of my neck starting to fire, even more so towards the front. And from there, I'm just going to relax, take a breather, and then repeat this one 5 times. Afterwards, see how the neck feels. If it feels pretty loose, you're good to go, but you can throw another set or 2 in as needed. Let's take this one to the next level by using a towel to really stabilize the extension movement, but also getting a nice self-massage in there at the same time. Just a medium-sized hand drying towel. What I'm going to do is just place it right at the top of the neck, right at the base of the skull. Hook forward until you feel a nice amount of pressure over those muscles. From there, what I'm going to do is pull forward with the towel and then extend my neck. So I'm just kind of bringing the head backwards, chin up towards the ceiling. This feels really good. I feel a very good massage over the muscles and also a very deep neck stretch. I try to hold this one comfortably for about 10 to 15 seconds. From there, I'm just going to relax. On the next repetition, lower the towel just a little bit more to hit the muscles below, and then repeat this process. You're going to do this all the way from the top of the neck all the way down to the base of the neck, stopping over any spots that you feel need a little bit more attention. Throw in about 3 to 5 repetitions at that point. To take this one to even the next level, we can incorporate a little bit more of a traction or pulling motion in there while doing this exercise. So let's start at the base of the skull again. This time around, instead of pulling straight forward with it, angle it up towards the ceiling, roughly about 45 degrees. So kind of like the ends right here are going through the eyes. So I'm going to hook upwards, pull towards the ceiling, and now extend with my neck. You'll notice that it hits it just a little bit differently. It helps isolate that segment where the towel is over in the neck, and it just helps open it up just a little bit more. So I will repeat that process going from the top of the neck, working all the way down to the base of the neck. And at that point, stopping over any spots that needed a little bit more, throwing more repetitions in. So another common but bad way that I see a lot of people trying to stretch and open up their neck is by gripping the back of the head and then putting the neck into extreme flexion. So here's a couple alternatives to try instead. You can do these ones standing or seated. Just have very good upright posture, put the neck into a neutral position. Let's do that isometric exercise first. I'm going to take my hand right here, put it right on my forehead. The movement, simple, just taking my chin down towards my chest, but I'm going to resist against it with my hand. When I do this, I feel a lot of muscles in the back of the neck really starting to fire, but I try to hold this one comfortably for about 5 seconds. From there, I'm just going to relax, take a breather, and then repeat this up to 5 times. With each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. But afterwards, see how you feel. If you need another set or two to get it to release, throw them in. But next, let's take this one to the next level by focusing on a very deep decompression or traction pulling motion into the neck that will help build it into flexion also. So this one, I'm going to take the webbing of one hand and put it right on my jaw. And you're going to have to bear with me because you probably will not hear me as clearly. But I'm going to put my neck and head into a retracted stance. So I'm going to drive the head backwards like this until I feel the muscles in the neck start to fire. Once we feel that, we're going to take the hand on the other side, grip right in the back of the head, and then gently tuck our chin towards our chest by pulling on it like this. So the movement is pushing back and pulling forward at the same time. This feels really, really good. I like this one for tension relief even more so for headaches. I try to hold this comfortably for about 15 to 20 seconds. I just relax, take a breather, and then on the next repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. But repeat that one 3 to 5 times. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.